I want to remind everybody right from the get go to subscribe or resubscribe here on Twitch, and also to follow me on YouTube. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you for your concern. Thank you for my own concern. Do 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 do. Chapter done. Get her done. Oh. Now back over here. Yes. Ooh. Gotta figure this out. Come on. Come on. Yeah. I have root beer and coffee. I mean, my life is unfathomable. The amount of craziness in it, you know what I'm saying? Nice to have somebody to talk to today. Hello back. Just writing some words. Trying to get a chapter in of this book. What's going on with you? writing a book that's interesting. Yes, writing is very interesting. I'm a little stuck on this chapter though. I'm really not sure what's going to happen. I'm doing fantastic watching streams while working on some projects. Nice. What are you working on? So I'm curious to what type of story it is. This is a second book in a trilogy I'm co-writing with another author. It is a private investigator book. This will be the fourth trilogy we write together. The last one was also a private investigator trilogy. And I'm caught up with multiple projects at the moment. It's a website development project for a diabetic center based in Oklahoma. That sounds interesting. Why is my thing wrong? It says it's 80 degrees on the bottom of my screen. But then when I look at the weather thing for Jacksonville, it says 75 degrees, which is 75 makes more sense. I got the windows open for like the third, fourth day in a row. A little fan running, nice breeze. Yeah, it is. I am not a developer myself, but my team is working on it to just take care of it. Nice. On a software agency, basically, so yeah, I have to. Yeah, when you're the boss, you gotta make sure everything is running smoothly because ultimately your name on everything, right? It is what it is. Exactly. Come on. If I can get a page done on this today, though, I will be happy. Well, have you written any books or novels yet, and have you gotten any of them published? Yes. I am. This is my 14th year of writing full time. I've been doing this for 30 years, and I have, if you go to my Amazon page, I have over 200 releases in horror, crime thrillers, supernatural, nonfiction. Yeah, I write a lot. I write probably 6 to 10 books a year, and I probably have about half a dozen short stories that are published in anthologies and whatnot every year. So I am what you would call prolific. I myself quite expert in animation and UI UX stuff. I have recently worked for a few authors, writers like you. They also stream on Twitch. Very nice. Very good. Gotta answer this. There's Mr. Frank. No meetings today at 1 p.m.? Stupid job. There's Tom Duffy, and also in the house. Recently completed a cover art for a fan fiction story named as Total Party Killjoy. Nice. No inventory. Inventory? What are you going to inventory? Items? Six people watching, 2 on the list. That's weird. There's 3 people in here currently talking. I don't even look at the list anymore. And then after when I'm done with Twitch, it'll be it'll like tell me like, oh, 75 people watched and 3 people were on at the same time or something. Millie Jack says, dang, that's quite a long time. By the way, what's the expected release date for the book you're currently working on? This book is so we did a 3-book trilogy, Private Eye stuff, and then this is the second or third book of the second series. So these books will be out rapid release January, February, March, April. This one will be May, and then the next one will be June. So we have the first half of next year covered for releases for the 2 of us, which is good. Inventory the inventory, yeah, pretty much. I hated retail for doing those inventories. Inventories were awful. How long have you been streaming on Twitch? 6-7 years. And how do you promote the stuff and publish them? By any agent? Yeah, I have a good system that I use. I'm not looking for any more help. So if you're on here trying to sell me something, don't bother. You get that stuff all the time. I do pretty good, and I don't want to do any more, if that sounds even reasonable. Good that this ain't retail inventory. Oh god, that was awful. The worst was when I worked part-time, a second job at Staples. We had inventory, and my area in the store was all the pens. And there's, I don't know, 40 billion pens, and some of them are on the wrong peg, and oh, that was just god awful. Do you guys do it yourself? Do you do the inventory yourself, or do you have somebody that comes in and do it? We always had the company Regis would come in. Not Regis Philbin. I don't think he owned it, but Regis would come in. And they'd always scan everything, and then you can manipulate, because like, oh, this area has been scanned. Oh, okay. And then you would take stuff, and he'd be like, oh, go put this in the other area where we haven't yet, And then they would put it over there. And I'd be like, yeah, and then we would just build up the inventory so I can get a good bonus. In-house, yeah, that's the worst, because you're always going to get the 1 or 2 idiots who don't know what they're doing. Like, how many things of mulch are on this pallet? I don't know. I just counted 20. Well, there's 45. Oh, all right. Well, change the number. Oh, I just got a delivery. Let me go see what it is. I know what this is. I know what this delivered item is. You know what? Whoa. We have new BAJ office software, so they call inventory cycle counts now. Don't know why. It's me. I'm the idiot. Okay. I'm going to open this. Huh? A delivery came. A delivered item from the Amazon. Not the river, the company. You ready? I don't know if you can see this. Can you see it? Can you see what I got? Let me read it to you. Harmonic grounds. I'm an old man. Organic coffee, organic mushrooms. Functional mushrooms. Functional mushrooms. I got like a 50 count of mushroom coffee. Got a lot of stuff in it. It's a toilet for you to poop on, yeah. There's Nick's in. So I'm gonna make this mushroom coffee. And then drink the coffee, and then run in the bathroom and get rid of the coffee. So I'm gonna read the thing. Harmonic Grounds imports and roasts fine quality organic coffees. We blend in 5 organic functional mushrooms, all within our own facilities. Functional mushrooms, keto and paleo and organic. It's got lion's mane, turkey tail, cordyceps, chaga, and reishi. Certified organic specialty grade Arabica coffee and 500 milligrams certified organic functional mushroom extracts. So I have that wedding tomorrow, so I am certainly not going to start this. It's supposed to help with something or other. I don't know. It's supposed to help me poop. Is that John Bon Jovi? Or just Shelley? Oh, so close. Mr. Frank says lols. 38 months, Mr. Frank. 38 months. Nice. It's over 3 years. You've been subscribing several times a month. No Hen of the Woods? Hack product. I know what Hen of the Woods is. All delicious, though. That's what I know. All delicious. So I'm not going to start it tomorrow because of I got to go to that wedding. I don't want to, like, in the middle of the wedding, just start pooping. So I'm going to wait. Probably Sunday I'll start taking it. Sunday. But I'll probably do it as my second cup of coffee while I'm on here. So I can definitely leave to go to the bathroom several times. Shelly's home today. She's making cookies for the wedding. I forget what kind of cookies she's making, but they're cookies. They were delicious, so. You ain't mushroom pooped until you've mushroom pooped at a wedding. That is very true. Very, very true. So yeah, I figure Sunday afternoon, because Sunday I got to do my Sunday SUNDAE coffee. But right now I got to write this this chapter for this second book for me and Tom. Hung out with Tom last night for several hours. Very exciting, as you can imagine. You don't know excitement till you sat with Tom Duffy talking about life. I misspelled mushroom twice and in different ways in the same sentence. And yet, after 38 months of you misspelling everything in this, I knew exactly what you were trying to say. That's just insane. Yeah, Mr. Excitement is right. Tom Mr. Excitement Duffy is what they call him. When you're that exciting, they call you Mister. Exactly. I think the mail truck is coming. Around the bend. I ain't seen the sunlight since I don't know when. I stole that from Mr. Big. You did. That's a great line, though. I remember on all their advertisements, they had that. I like Mr. Big. It was a good band. Told you I saw them at Club Benet before their first album came out. There was like 12 people in the place, and I was standing up on the left side of the stage, and Billy Sheehan was like 50 feet tall, standing there playing bass. Then after a couple of songs, he would give me a high five because I was standing so close. Did you watch the Expos doc yet? I've got it on tap for tonight. I've not watched it. I probably won't watch it for a few days. So, last night, Shelly and Jess went and got their nails done. And me and Tom hung out with her mom. But we didn't leave there till like after 10. And by the time we got home and we were talking, and then I went to bed. And so we did not. Now tonight, at some point, her sister will be here. And her sister loves to talk through a show. She's that person that when you put something on, if you put a true crime thing on, it starts, you're 3 minutes into it, and she's already got her phone, and she's like, oh, he got 25 years for this. Oh, he was shanked in the shower in 2027, like that kind of thing. Or if you put a show, and she'll be like, oh, he was also in an episode of The Rookie. Oh, he was in the Star Wars movie. Like, she'll just tell you every single person. You're not even asking. but that's how she watches TV. She got it to, so I'm like, yeah, no. I'm going out tonight. I'm going to Happy Medium Books. There's a Tim Gilmore. The Tim Gilmore is doing an interview with an author, and so I'm going to go hang out at that, and then so I won't watch anything tonight, and then tomorrow is the wedding. I mean, it's old people, so wedding's at like 4 o'clock. So we'll be home on time, but then again, we're not going to watch it. I'm not. I would never put something like that on that I wanted to watch. Sunday, at some point, she's supposed to be going back to North Carolina. So maybe, but then Sunday, Shelly goes to her mom's all day. He usually doesn't get home till late. So probably Monday, maybe Monday night at the earliest, or at some point I'll say, Shelly, you want to watch this? And she'll be like, nah, and then I'll just watch it Sunday or something. I don't recall seeing them live. Yeah, they were very good. They were very good live. That was the only time I saw them, though. And I really didn't know. I really didn't know any of the songs because they had basically like, "Oh, Mr. Big's playing." I don't know who that. And then I was like, "Oh wait, I read about that." There was no internet. I read about them, and that's Billy Sheehan and those other guys. So let me just go, and then literally it was probably like a Tuesday night at Club Benet kind of thing. There was nobody there. I remember after like a few songs, I turned back and I was like, "There's nobody here." But I was like, "Well, now I'm gonna feel weird if I move away from the stage," so I just stayed there. You let her sister back after Alice. You know, it's not. I have no choices on any of this, Nick. She talks during the movie as much as Josh Malerman talks through the Evil Dead. Any relation to Paul Gilbert? Yes. So, there you go. So I'm probably not going to get in a lot of television watching. Sunday, my wife said her and her sister are going to go to breakfast, and then they're going to go over to see her mom. And then she's probably just going to leave from there. So, Sunday seems pretty good, pretty open for me. There must be a Mr. Big Guitar verse Science. Yeah, I would imagine there has to be. Although was there really any craziness to them? There has to be something, right? Nick, look that up. I actually watched the damn Yankees one the other night. Was it any good? Did they talk a lot about Ted Nugent? That always seemed like an odd pairing of people to me. It was like, all right, we got this bunch of guys, and they're literally we're doing nothing at this point. I don't know, let's just write some songs, see what happens. You see that a lot, though, you know. When you really start diving, you're like, how many bands has, like, Dee Snider, for instance, been in? You know? Like 100 bands. He started with all these different random people from all these other different random bands. And then maybe they put out a demo, maybe they put out an album, maybe they play a handful of shows, and then they just all move on to, you know, different things. My newest YouTube obsession is watching guys make DIY rail card to explore abandoned rail mines. That would be interesting. I would watch that. You always find the craziest stuff. If I could just get a page done on this, I think I'd be happy. Widowmaker and SMS. I watched the Kingdom Come episode. I did not watch that one. Not yet. Well, he did Widowmaker and SMS, and then he did the... What was it called? Contraband or something? With guys from other bands. I looked that up now. D. Schneider. Short for Delicious Snyder. Schneider. 70 years old. Daniel D. Snyder. No, but it's Schneider. It's not Snyder. Desperado. That was the name of them. Desperado. Formed by D in 1988 after her twin sister disbanded. The band dissolved in the early 1990s due to problems with the record label after they shelved the album before the release date. The album was issued officially some years later. 11 of the 13 tracks. So it was D. Schneider, Bernie Tormé. Remember Bernie Tormé? Played in Ozzy for a little bit. Mark Russell and Clive Burr from Iron Maiden. Yeah. They had Bloodied but Unbowed in 96. Ace in 2006. That was that re-release. And D. Schneider Desperado Limited Edition in 2009. Bernie Tormé died in 2019. So there you go. One dude took a drunk personal hovercraft, slapped some railroad wheels on it, and he used the fan to push him down the bank. Dunked. Not B Donkeys. Mel's cousin. Yeah. Mel's cousin. Bernie. Bernie Tormé, one of the many, many forgotten guitar players that played in Ozzy's band. The guy from Soft Cell died. Conjunct. Yeah, stupid autocorrect. Even when I spell shit right, you know what I'm saying. Can you name the next new character Blurk Janurk? Was that the guy from Soft Cell? Soft Cell. Are people really... Oh my god! Oh my God! First Ozzy, then Ace, and then whoever the guy is from Soft Cell, and that bass player from Limp Bizkit. This is insanity. So they killed like two A-list rock stars, and they're like, let's just kill a couple of people nobody's ever even talked about. Sissy Space. I might get sued. That's a little too close. Next page, so close, Mr. Frank. So look how close you were. 3 lines, 2 lines. You're getting so much better at this. Wait for it. Blurk wouldn't jump the gun. Exactly, Nick. Nick knows. Nick knows. That seems like an insult to somebody. Hey, Nick knows. You could say it now, though. Nick's in. Next page. Nicky's in. Pa-pow. Pa-pow. I wrote about 500 words on this. About halfway. Okay. I'm getting antsy. I don't have to go to the bathroom. I'm just getting antsy sitting here. Been sitting here for many amounts of minutes. I wrote a chapter of something else this morning when I rolled out of bed about 9:30ish. Did my coffee video. I basically sat down, so I've been sitting here for like 4 friggin' hours. And my wife's home, so it's not like I can go, hey, I'm going to take a nap. You know, there's none of that today. I did clean out the pickup truck because we're going to be driving to Gainesville with that tomorrow. So I got my books from Sunday and the table and all that stuff out of it. So at least I've done something today. I'll go for another couple minutes. I might be on Sunday on YouTube Live. Not that any of you people are ever on. I get maybe one of yous if I'm lucky. But I will be back here on Monday. Yep, I'll be back here on Monday. Get your steps in. Yeah, I need to get my steps in is right. Shelly ran out to get some stuff to make the cookies, and then she brought home Taco Bell. Or as my daughter calls it, Taco Bell. So I had the chicken quesadilla and 4 soft tacos. It comes with one. My wife ordered 2, and they threw in an extra one for no reason at all. And I have root beer. But I'm drinking this coffee first, then I'm going to drink the root beer. Maybe take a nap. I know as soon as I'm done here, my wife's going to be using the blender and the mixer and stuff, so. I don't know. $54 guys. I don't even know what that means. Maybe see you on Monday might be hungover from the Packers-Steelers game. That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a solid game. I believe the Raiders is a bye week. So for 1 week they won't lose, which is I guess is a good thing, right? Is a positive. Maybe they can just trade in other games for some bye weeks. Yeah, Jacksonville is also a bye. Which is a shame because I want to see them lose more. Hanging out with young Mike on Sunday at that punk show. And I was like, we were watching them on the television getting their butts whipped. And I'm like, listen, I know the Raiders are going to lose today, which they got soundly thrashed. But I'm like, but at least Raiders fans, we know. We're not going to win this year. We're not. I said, you Jaguars fans are insisting you're going to go all the way and win the Super Bowl. I said, here's what I'm telling you. You got 8 wins this season. He's like, we're already 4-2. I'm like, 8 wins. Now they're like 4-3. They got rid of their liquor. Oh, that's why they're so bad. You need a good liquor on your team. Also, the kicker. They got rid of both of them in the same week. That does not bode well. Not at all. I dropped their kicker from my fantasy team, I meant. Oh. 8 wins sounds like your dad with fitting more shirts in a drawer by rolling them. Yep. I don't even play fantasy football. I'm still playing my out of the park 26 baseball. I did horrible this year. But now we're doing, World Series, and then it's only by players that you have. So I'm like, oh good, 2 starting pitchers tonight. I don't have either one. Or the Giants might have a kicker for sale. The Giants do just enough as usual to make you think maybe we can turn a corner here, and then every year since for 30 years it hasn't happened. They need to be more like the Jets, and just after the first game of the season they're already eliminated from the playoffs, and then they're just a punching bag for the rest of the season. It's bad enough being a Giants fan, but if you're a Jets fan, that's even worse. I heard they canceled the World Series due to lack of interest by Tom Duffy. I also read that article. I read the same article. Yeah, I really don't care about Blue Jays Dodgers. I hope the Blue Jays win. I know the Dodgers are going to win. We're into that now. I feel like we're into that Dodgers dynasty BS for the next 3 years until all these guys start getting older. But then you're just going to buy more players coming in. And we have trick-or-treating tomorrow. Tomorrow, not next for... What? Why do you have trick-or-treating tomorrow? You people are... Every year I get mad at Wisconsin. Every year. It is not the 31st. It's a Friday. Oh, you people are idiots. Wisconsin celebrates whenever they feel like it, pretty much. So what happens next year when Halloween falls on a Saturday? You still going to do it the weekend before? Next Tuesday, they decided it's Wisconsin Kwanzaa. Pretty much, yeah. Oh, Thanksgiving this year, everybody? Saturday. We can't take off on a Thursday. I mean, we're still going to take off because the Lions and the Cowboys game are on, but still. Oh. If I was there, you know what I would do? I'd go door to door on the 31st. Why even have it then? You know what I'm saying? Why even call it Halloween? Just call it Candy Day. Candy Saturday. Candy Saturday, the last Saturday of the month in October. People. People. All right, I'm done with the writing for today. I've written 3,500 words today. I will get back to this, though. If Tom is still on and listening, I'm probably about half a page or so. The Known Dark Senate. What's up? I'm curious, do you play Dungeons & Dragons? Not for a very long time. Many, many years ago when I was 12. So, 40-something years ago. I stopped when I was like in my early 20s. And women actually started to like me. No interest these days. No. I'm too busy with other stuff, with the writing and stuff. And I go all in. Like, if I'm playing Dungeons & Dragons, I am all in 100%. That's all I'm thinking about. That's the only thing on my mind. I can't just do something. That's why I really don't play video games. You know, I don't have the last thing I have is a PlayStation 2. And it's wrapped up in a closet somewhere. Because if I start playing, I'm going to play for days on end. That's exactly what you mean. Yeah, so not a gamer. Although I do play Minecraft way too much. That's like the only thing I play. All right. I also play Out of the Park, 26 baseball, and I also play Frostpunk. But other than those, that's it. No more games from me. Nothing else. All right, everybody, I'm going to wrap this up. I've written a lot of words today, and then I'm going to I will likely be back on YouTube Live on Sunday, and I will definitely be back here on Monday. Nick Zinn better be joining us, too. That's all I got to say. Thanks for everybody new popping in today. Thanks for everybody. Thanksgiving will be on November 3rd, probably. You Wisconsiners, you people just suck.